Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications. That's North Alabama.
Yes,
You can
ma'am.
also find us on Abundance Television, which is syndicated. You can find us on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Don't forget that podcast, netnewsnetwork.net. And I happen to actually use my noodle for a change, LaRue, Hardinger with Toys for Tots. So I went on ahead and put the website right up there now, so you can go ahead and get started, and you can start donating. So Toys for Tots, and I'll have to tell you, every 25th day of the month, whatever the month it is, on the 25th of June, I said, 6 more months until Christmas. 6 more months. And I do that every month. So I love Christmas. I love the Christmas season.
I do too.
I'm ready all the time.
My house has still got Christmas decorations. It's perpetually.
Well, you can't see, but on the other side of that, there's some little Christmas stocking hangers. I can't help myself.
It's perpetually Christmas in my house. I'm serious.
Absolutely. So I have LaRue Hardinger with me, and she's with the Marine Toys for Tots. You guys are located in DeKalb County. But now, folks, some of my friends in Charlotte, North Carolina can give if they wanted to.
Yes, ma'am. We cannot solicit outside of our coverage area that's approved by the Toys for Tots Foundation, which is DeKalb County, Alabama. But anyone who wants to donate to our county's campaign, we more than welcome it, and it is allowed. We receive donations from all over the country.
And I think that's really awesome. Because the kids, I'm going to tell you what, they're the heart of the world.
Yes, ma'am. Our numbers have gone up, and this is our 11th campaign, and they've gone up from 600 to almost 1,500. And the need, as you know, economically speaking, is great. So we are expecting that many again this year. So I am pleading with anyone out there who wishes to help those children who normally would not get anything for Christmas to please consider donating to us. You can donate a new toy still in the wrapping or with the original tag, or you can donate monetarily, and that helps us because we can purchase things that we need that are not
those
donated.
Ask for toys too. You know, there are particular toys that are actually asked for.
You parents out there, you know every year there's several movies that come out that push a particular set of toys because they're going to want the characters of those movies in doll form. And so I am constantly watching Disney Channel to see what their newest movies.
Just to keep up with stuff.
And they keep resurrecting the old classics, which I do love. But yes, there are particular characters that are becoming popular again that you might not ever dream about. So on our website, which I believe Donna has posted, it is our local website. We keep a list of needed toys on there, and it will be updated soon, and it is updated regularly to reflect what we need. You can also donate monetarily on there, and it will securely take your donation by card, and it will go into and be earmarked for our spending account for toys by the Marine Toys for Tots Foundation, who oversees all the websites in each campaign.
That's all taken care of. You know what? You were talking about going back in time. Let's go back in time. There's a video, and I'm gonna tell you, it's amazing because I've been around you guys for a while now, and I remember some of these things. Okay, of course I haven't been around as long as Toys for Tots. How long has Toys for Tots been around, by the way?
We celebrated the 70th year last year. 70, and so this year will be 71. But what you're fixing to show. I've given you highlights of it in the past, but this will dive a little deeper, and I'm glad you're going to show it. It will give our listeners an idea of the history, the true history of Toys for Tots, and the names and the faces that you can put together that you will recognize who has taken a part in getting this thing going and off the ground. Most people don't know Disney, Walt Disney created the original poster, and he also created the Toys for Tots train logo that we use, which is copyrighted.
You can see it right there, right there. So let's go ahead and get started. I can't wait to see it, okay? You're going to really love this. And let me know what you think about it, okay?
Toys for Tots, a program that has helped many families in need around the holidays. In 1947, Marine Corps Reservist Major Bill Hendricks started the program with his wife by hand-making a Raggedy Ann doll. It was such a success, the Marine Corps Reserve adopted the program the following year. Once the Marine Corps Reserve got a hold of it, it turned into a nationwide campaign at each reserve center. The renowned success of the program resulted in Marine veteran Walt Disney creating the now famous logo. Many celebrities including John Wayne, John Glenn, and Clint Eastwood have endorsed the program over the years. By the time 1970 rolled around, Toys for Tots collected and distributed nearly 6 million new and used toys per year, and by 1980, the program was only accepting new toys. In 1990, Toys for Tots conducted a 3-week promotion on television programs and raised nearly $3 million, and set the Guinness Book of World Records by distributing 7.9 million toys. During times of tragedy, Toys for Tots provided over 2.5 million toys to children who were affected by Hurricane Andrew in 1992. The program also held special events for children in 2001 who lost their parents on September 11th. And now, in 2017, the Marine Corps Reserve celebrates 70 years of Toys for Tots. Throughout Toys for Tots history, more than 542 million toys have been distributed to more than 250 million children and continues to spread holiday cheer.
Well, what do you think about that? I love the commercial. The last one they were showing, that comes on every year at Christmas time on television, and I just love it. And so, I mean, it really brings it. I did not know Walt Disney had anything to do.
He had a lot to do with it, and I may have told you wrong on the number. That is an older promo video. I believe it might have been our 75th anniversary last year because it's on the plaques that we gave out. My memory's not so good today, but if that's so, then it would be the 76th, I'm pretty sure. So even though that is an older video, it's timeless. It's going back into the time machine, but it never changes. That story is going to be the same years from now.
Absolutely, Toys for Tots. So we have a lot of Santa Clauses in this area. I'm just telling you, every time you guys have an event. Oh, and by the way, make sure you check out Bobby Ledbetter, Twin City Used Car Sales. He's going to have that van around. That was the talk of the town the past few years.
It was his idea. All I did was send him a photo of another campaign who had successfully gotten the local car dealership to just simply put a few visuals on a pickup truck that they could use for, picking up toys and so forth. And he said, Miss LaRue, I will do you one better. I will provide you a trailer and a truck. And he said, just send us some Toys for Tots artwork. And I did. And you guys, if you haven't seen it, you will.
Then you've not been around DeKalb County, because this truck or van has been everywhere.
He had it designed himself. In fact, we have a photo on our timeline on Facebook of the fellow that we took last year at Walmart in one of our setups. He was standing beside of the trailer, and he's the one who actually designed the wrap that's on the trailer. After Bobby provided him with the visuals to go on it. And they're all foundation approved. And we are a 501c3. We are administered in DeKalb County by a separate nonprofit, of which I am the public relations officer. And that is the Northeast Alabama Marine Corps League. You've heard of us, I'm sure. We do much more than Toys for Tots, but Toys for Tots is the most visible and well known of what we do. And I will, though, at a future day, kind of give you a rundown of the other things we're doing. And I will give you one example. Only 2 or 3 weeks ago, we stood casket guard at one of our Marines who passed away that's in our detachment, Jerry Wood. And tomorrow we will be doing the same thing for our World War II veteran, Tim Culver of Dogtown, 95 years old. His picture ran recently in the newspaper, thank you Times-Journal, of him delivering toys at a recent meeting. I don't know if you can see that or not. Can you see that? He's standing there with our co-coordinator, Landon Fant, and he has delivered a load of stuffed animals, which we always need, that had been delivered to Woody's restaurant, which was one of the favorite places he loved to go to eat, since it was nearby. But at 95 years old, here is a man who is making sure that we get these toys. We will be doing his funeral. He will have military honor funeral tomorrow at Walker's Chapel. And on our timeline, the Northeast Alabama Marine Corps League, it covers everything we do, including Toys for Tots. But there is, on that timeline, his obituary and a short article I wrote about him and his service and his activities that he took part in with our Marine Corps League, which were tremendous. He rarely failed to show up until recently when his health declined. But he was one of the last few of the greatest generation, and I just wanted to take a moment to mention that. This is kind of on my mind today. I spent late last night getting the photos together of all the things he's been doing with us, and posted a photo album of him on our timeline. So check it out and say a prayer for their family. I'm sure they would appreciate it. It will be at Walker's Chapel tomorrow evening. So it's a military honors funeral, and it will be conducted by the Navy, not the Marines. And here's a good opportunity for me to say, we have associate members who are not, excuse me, Marines per se, but they may be Marine family members, or they may be just great supporters of the Marines, or they may be Navy, Navy or Army, any of the other branches. You can join as an associate member, and you can volunteer with us on our programs that we do. And this is where many of our associate members get involved. And Tim was an associate member, but that does not take away from his service in the U.S. Navy. And he worked on an aircraft carrier, and he's considered one of our brothers. So now, if you are a Navy corpsman, which is a hospital corpsman, those are the guys that run out in danger to take care of those wounded in battle, or a Navy chaplain, you can also join the Marine Corps League as a full-fledged member. So, but we all regard each other as brothers and sisters in this movement. And the Toys for Tots, though, I will say, is the most recognized program that we conduct in our county, although there's a whole list of community services we do, and we do serve and help Marines in need.
Absolutely. LaRue, we've got to go into a commercial break. We're a little bit
Okay.
past the time. We'll be right back in just a minute, so everybody hang in there, okay?
You have been at this for 12 years. Why are you doing it?
Because God's children are not for sale.
Rated PG-13.
At
At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Hardinger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. Let Rhonda at Rhonda's Elite Tax LLC take the burden off you for all your tax needs. I know because Rhonda has been taking care of my business since 2013. I feel Rhonda works for me because she knows the direct questions to ask to better benefit my unique business in order for me to get back the biggest refund possible. Rhonda is an ongoing student, and she knows tax laws are in a constant change every year. Call 256-281-9903 for an appointment to take the dread out of getting your taxes done. Rhonda is located at 11968 U.S. Highway 431 in Boaz. Again, that number is 256-281-9903. And let Rhonda's Elite Tax LLC champion your personal and business taxes. Jeff McCurdy of the McCurdy Law Firm has been a public service of this area for over 10 years. McCurdy, a member of the Hardinger City Council, serves as prosecutor for the town of Sylvania and was named public defender for the city of Rainsville. The McCurdy Law Firm is located at 17326 Alabama Highway 75 in Hardinger to better represent his Jackson and DeKalb County clients. If you need to be represented by a true public servant with proven success, call Jeff at 256-996-8701 or send a private email to mccurdylawfirm@gmail.com. No representation is made that the legal services performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community, whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need. Toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175 or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer.
Yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community
Good
College.
afternoon. We are back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. Oh, there's Toys for Tots logo up there.
Hey.
You can find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications and Abundant Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Again, thank you so much for watching. Also, check out the podcast, netnewsnetwork.net. And any information you would love to have about the Toys for Tots, if you'll check out that website right there. There it is in plain view. Make sure you use the dash, Fort Payne-AL toysfortots.org. LaRue Hardinger is with us right now. Well, all I had to do was read it this time. I didn't have to memorize anything. So, I mean, you know what? I have found it before just by simply going to the Facebook page, Marine Toys for Tots, Fort Payne, or DeKalb County, Alabama, and you can find it that way as well. But going ahead and you'll find all kinds of wonderful information if you'd like to get involved in the community as well.
We will be posting a calendar of events for this year. Right now, we already have a few in place, but when I have it complete, we will be posting that on there, as well as the list of needed toys, a way to donate monetarily, also a list of needed books, because we also try to make sure in every child's bag there is an age-appropriate book.
Great idea.
As well as art supplies, as well as their main toys, secondary toys, some stocking stuffers. And the only thing we cannot give out, keep this in mind when you are purchasing or donating toys, we can't give out anything that could be mistaken for a real weapon, and we cannot give out anything edible. But you can support our guys who are set up out in the heat or in the cold. Bless their hearts. They do such a good job. And you've seen them at Walmart, you've seen them at Bruce's, you've seen them at Big Lots, and they're there faithfully to accept your donations and just to visit with you so you can get to know us. And you can donate at that point in the toy box, or you can hand over a check made out to Toys for Tots. If you don't want to mail it to our P.O. box, you can actually hand it to one of our volunteers and make sure that it's a direct transfer if that's what you prefer.
You know, I'm going to make a prediction. I've been seeing a lot of commercials about the Barbie movie coming out.
Yes,
They're really promoting
I
that.
wasn't going to say
And,
that.
well,
but
now Phil and I always give a Ken and Barbie something.
Thank you.
Always. That's our thing, Ken and Barbie. And so I would bet there's going to be a lot of wishes for Ken and Barbie.
When I saw that movie trailer and a list of, I went to Disney Plus and I looked at the upcoming movies this year. Oh my goodness. But Barbie was in the spotlight, and we already have told you guys that's what we beg for. Anything Barbie, anything Ken, any of their accessories, Barbie clothes. I mean,
Barbie clothes would be awesome.
we cannot get too many. We always run out every time. So please, I mean, they're not hard to find. You might shop around and get a better deal, but please, if you don't buy anything, you can buy a Barbie, and usually we want a Ken to go with them.
You're going to do a duo there.
Yeah, and
Now, the Barbie houses and cars and stuff like that, those are fascinating.
we do have some large ones donated occasionally, but we have a price cap of what we can purchase, $35, unless we get special permission. So therefore, we can't give out the Barbie houses, that are taller than your kid, unless someone donates one. And they may have it designated for a particular family. And we do have families that adopt families. They'll call me and say, we know you have applications for 400 families. We would like to purchase toys for our children in a younger family. Could you give us the ages and the gender and the type of toys they're interested in? We do have some families that adopt, and I will do that. I will go through and I'll tell them the toys they want, and they actually will and purchase them and bring them to us, which is outstanding. So if that's what your shopping preference is, to make sure, okay, I know there's a family that's needing this, it's what the children want, and I'm going to go shop for that family. If that's your mentality, then we welcome it. Give me a call, 256-996-3111, and that phone number is, and my email is on that website. So you don't have to scramble writing it down if you're trying to drive. So, but any ways that you're welcome to give. we just need your help because of the increasing need, and I just have to say, I cannot brag on you guys enough because you've never failed to come through for us, and I have every bit of confidence in DeKalb County donors and those outside DeKalb County. You have never let us down. I don't believe you ever will. I have all the faith in the world that you will continue to open your hearts to these families that have been vetted, by the way, by the DHR for us on our behalf.
All right, let's talk to parents out there. We've got about 3 minutes left in this segment. So when should they start preparing to get the kids ready so they can receive their toys?
You mean to apply?
Mm-hmm.
Applications should be filled out at the Food Assistance Office of the Department of Human Resources in Fort Payne on Briarwood Avenue, 2301 Briarwood. And it is the door on the left. There's 2 doors on the building. Just go in. They'll be ready for you. They have the applications that we ourselves have designed to ask the proper questions that we need to know the answer to. So therefore, if you already know you're going to need help this Christmas, and you don't want to wait till the last minute, which I would not advise.
No, wait the last minute.
We always have a last minute rush, and it not only causes problems for the Department of Human Resources, but it causes problems for us, because at the last minute we are bombarded with, oh gee, we got to come up with this many toys and this many toys for and they're asking for this particular. It crunches. It gives us a time crunch too. So during the month of October, Monday through Friday, from 9 to 4:30, you can apply there, and we encourage you to do so as soon as possible once October hits the calendar. I know you're thinking about Halloween, therefore, go to your calendar right now and write it on there so you won't forget it. So that's what I would do. We just need to know you live in this county, DeKalb County. We need to know that these are your children, that you are who you say you are, and also that you're in need. So bring documentation to support all of that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You'll be glad you did. Those smiling faces on Christmas morning.
There are so many groups in town, I'm not going to name them all, but we have so many groups that donate behind the scenes, and not toys. They donate us building space, they donate us physical labor to actually move the toys, bag the toys.
Oh, the bags, for goodness sakes, those are nice.
Yes, and also Lowe's donates
because
the
you
bags.
gotta have stuff to hold all of these things.
Well, the first year we tried, they gave us the contractor bags, and the toys were poking through. So the next year we said we need the thickest you got, and they have been doing it ever since. And I cannot brag on Lowe's enough. They're just wonderful. Many companies, and here's an idea: if your company wants to do an in-house toy drive and or fundraiser, come up with your own ideas.
Well, I've seen a lot of creative ones.
The ugly beard contest or whatever.
I didn't hear that one. That's the timer. That means we're done. That's the barking dog.
Fort Payne Water does that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So come up with your own unique ideas.
Just let me know so I can okay
it
and help you with any promotional materials.
Absolutely. LaRue, thank you so much for being on the show. It's always a lot of fun.
Thank you. We're going to have more fun.
It's just a good thing going on. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for watching The Edge. You are a huge part of this program.
Yes.
And thank you also to all of our sponsors. You guys are awesome as well. We will be seeing you shortly with another show, and LaRue's going to be back probably in a couple of weeks. So we'll see you.